The Amazing Spider-Man issue 18 sees the black-suited Spider-Man and the rest of the animal-themed villains run through Central Park, evading the pursuing Kraven Robots. The villains learned that they are stuck in the park because of a force field around them. Spider-Man is confused since these robots look like Kraven but don't sound anything like him, and are taking enjoyment in the hunt. He does know, however, that the one that beat on him on the ship, however, was a flesh and blood being, which makes him question just what are the robots. In the Plaza Hotel, Arcade introduces his customers to the Hunters, who the customers will control safely from outside the park in order to hunt the world's most dangerous creatures. He showcases a VR headset that will tap into the cerebral cortex of the customer, and once they have paid, they will be inhabiting the body of a robot designed with whatever weapons they want. Arcade calls up a volunteer, Bob, who puts on the VR headset and is set to fight Iguana. The villain seemingly has the upper hand over Bob, but Arcade tells him not to let Iguana get away with humiliating him like he is. Bob flies into a rage and his VR controlled robot kills the villain, leading to everyone else to clamour for access. Spider-Man meanwhile knows that he has to get clear of all of the chaos and get his bearings, since he needs to help Felicia and Billy, but also knows something terrible is going to happen to Mary Jane very soon. At their apartment, MJ is dancing, and while she knows it's somewhat insensitive while Peter is off rescuing someone, this is how she copes with everything. Stopping, she checks the news, seeing the Avengers are trying to breach the dome over Central Park, but with no luck. In the park, the villains are again attacked by the robot hunters, forcing Peter to save Gibbon and tell him to accompany him, but Vulture warns against helping a do-gooder like Spider-Man, since he will put him in another prison cell. The villain takes off as a huge explosion engulfs Peter, making him wonder if he should just watch out for himself in the dome. Black Ant and Taskmaster meanwhile watch from up high, where Ant asks Taskmaster what he's going to spend his money on, but the villain hasn't thought of it. Taskmaster reveals that they didn't capture all of the villains, since ants are also an animal-themed villain, so tasering Black Ant, he leaves his partner in the dome to die, taking his leave and his partner's cut. Vulture and Gibbon escape from the hunters meanwhile, as Gibbon thanks Adrian for his help, but he didn't do it because they're friends. He did it because Gibbon is slower than him, meaning he will be an easy target. Hitting Gibbon, Adrian leaves him for the hunters as he escapes. Mary Jane meanwhile awakens after managing to fall asleep, finding a little centipede in her hair. Usually she would kill such a thing, since worrying about Peter always makes her on edge, but she knows she's grown a lot since then, watching the bug crawl about the table before taking it outside. As MJ returns to bed and thinks about how it's not all so bad out in the world, it is revealed to be the thoughts of the bug-covered villain, who says that they will keep an eye on MJ while Peter is away. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 18 has some exciting developments for the Hunted storyline as the villains begin to be picked off one by one. I very much enjoyed seeing Peter try and help the villains and put aside their differences for a moment to work together, even if it didn't particularly work that well. Black Ant being betrayed will obviously play into the story, so I'm looking forward to him getting revenge on Taskmaster and Arcade. The arc has been going at a great pace now, and hopefully the tie-ins don't hamper it. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.